This video out of Florida is shocking, and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is 22-year-old Marquise Jackson, who was accused of stealing his girlfriend's car and sending her threatening messages. She's seen here in the body cam after calling the cops on him.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't have no weapons on me.
He can be seen being searched and cuffed, and then he's placed in the back of a patrol car. But then, that's when this happens. This is body cam of another officer.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
The officer rolls onto the ground, struggling to stand up. Then, he mag dumps into his own patrol unit. His partner, Sergeant Beth Roberts, joins in, firing her weapon at Jackson, who's still in the patrol car.
Jesse! Get back! Get back! Where is he? Where is he?
In the car!
43, give me traffic. Shots fired. Shots fired. I got a deputy down.
His girlfriend can be seen as she screams behind the officer.
Get her back now! No!
It turns out, before the officer started firing, a sound, barely audible, can be heard on the footage. That sound, an acorn dropping onto the hood of the car. Yeah, Marquise was still handcuffed, unarmed, and helpless in the back seat. No shots had been fired at the officer.
What are you feeling? Did you feel anything?
My legs went numb when it hit me.
All right.
I don't know. My legs went numb for a second. I heard a pop come from...
Go this way. Can you move?
Yeah.
The officer, mistaking the sound for gunfire, began firing. Again, Marquise had already been searched and handcuffed. Marquise wasn't even charged with anything. He was released, and now he says he's traumatized after being forced to lie there, playing dead, and praying not to be hit by a bullet. He says he's damaged for life, physically unharmed, but mentally scarred. After this reckless display, the officer resigned while under investigation. No deputies have been criminally charged. An internal probe found Hernandez's use of force was not justified, while his partner was exonerated, deemed to have acted reasonably under her perception of the situation. This incident raises disturbing questions about police training and the use of force, particularly against people of color. Studies show that black individuals are disproportionately likely to be shot by police compared to their white counterparts. Critics point out that despite the billions spent on militarizing our police forces and extensive training programs, officers often fail to remain calm under pressure and to de-escalate potentially volatile situations successfully. And critics argue that the current state of policing is a reflection of a broader societal issue where inequality and racism remain pervasive, making some more vulnerable to violence and mistreatment by those sworn to protect us.
So you mean to tell me the police officer heard an acorn, hit the fucking window, and you got trigger happy. Your legs got numb, you was feeling however you was feeling. You see how he looked? He was scared because they was called for a domestic situation, which you shouldn't be fucking threatening women or anybody in that fact. But they was called for a domestic situation. They done checked them, handcuffed them. And then you heard an acorn drop and got trigger happy. Yeah, you need to resign. That was the best thing to do. And we know about this country and the racism of come with pigmentation of people of my complexion. So it's no known fact that that shit's still here. I mean, racism is never going to die. It's just something that we have to learn. And it's sad that we have to adapt and try our best to, do what we can do to survive. So I know what it means to be mentally messed up about a traumatized situation. So I hope, he get his recovery he need and everything that comes with it.
141 days.
This story out of Florida is shocking, and the details might be hard to hear. Meet Anna and Yaneri Albaran, two sisters on a mission seemingly straight out of a movie. Their target? Their own father, 51-year-old Davy Albaran, who'd become one of America's most wanted criminals. Back in 2022, a dark secret shattered their family. The two sisters accused their father of sexually assaulting a young family member. When they confronted him, he disappeared into thin air. Refusing to be silenced, the sisters turned to social media, unleashing a TikTok campaign that would reach hundreds of thousands. Their message was clear: help us find this man and bring him to justice. Over the next year and a half, they did not relent. Billboards, stakeouts at motels, questioning reluctant family members, some of whom they believed were helping their dad hide, They did it all. Their father's face even made it on America's Most Wanted in December 2022. Anna, now in her 30s, revealed in an interview that her father had acted inappropriately with her when she was young too. She said dozens of other victims have come forward with similar stories. And then, after 451 days on the run, the tide finally turned. Davy Albarrán was finally caught, hiding in a shed in Lakeland, Polk County, Florida. The sisters' reaction? This joyous celebration video.
We found him. We found him.
Their story is a powerful reminder of the strength of perseverance and the importance of believing survivors. We don't know exactly what motivated Davy Albarrán to allegedly commit these crimes, but we do know the primary driver of violent crime is poverty. Critics ask, what would crime look like in our country if everyone had their basic needs like housing, healthcare, and income covered? We hope his capture brings some peace and justice to the victims.
Man, I'm happy they stuck with what they believe in, and by doing what was right, by getting this guy off the street, because this could have been anybody he was doing this type of shit to. And so what if they was their father? Like I was saying earlier, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And doing that shit against them young ladies, you know what I'm saying, well, isn't right at all. So if somebody out there doing something to y'all like that, don't matter who the hell it is, you gotta teach these young people to say something and to speak about it, because that shit isn't cool at all.
Now they're waiting on toxicology reports. A married couple is missing after their sailboat was allegedly hijacked by escaped prisoners in the Caribbean.
Having that safety and security taken away from them abruptly and have them attacked in where they live is just, it's unimaginable.
Last week, this couple's boat was found abandoned. They had been sailing it around the Caribbean all winter. But police say these men escaped custody and hijacked the sailboat from its dock in Grenada.
What happened in Grenada was a perfect storm. It was a perfect tragedy of a perfect storm of a perfect love story.
The men were recaptured on another island, but the sailing couple hasn't been seen since the hijacking. The Royal Grenada Police Force say they may have been killed. Their belongings were thrown all over and there was blood on the boat. However, the couple's loved ones aren't giving up hope just yet. The family also says the prisoners are expected to be charged in connection to the disappearance.
Man, that's crazy. I just can't believe that they out here living their life and this type shit happen. I mean, yeah, nonsense happen all across the world and we never know. I could be just sitting here doing these videos and something could happen, because we never know. We're just living our life. But I just like how, you know, they're devastated and heartbroken. Her family, of course, and she's just trying to stay happy, positive, hoping for some kind of answer of what happened to this beautiful couple right here. You know, I don't know anything about them, but I know people that love them, as we just see one of them talking about a perfect, beautiful storm and love story, you know, because it's just sad that we got to live with this type of nonsense. But anyway, it's crazy to know that they escaped, this shit happened, and then now we can't find this couple.